Hi everyone, Mary here and welcome to a new edition of Books and Cookies Book Talk. This is my March wrap-up video and I just have to say that I'm really proud of myself for how I'm doing this year reading-wise. I've been averaging about 7 books a month, which means that if I keep going at the same pace, I'm going to be very proud of myself when this year will end. First up, we have Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I have mentioned before that Gillian Flynn has become one of my all-time favorite authors. I absolutely adore her books, her writing style, her approach to sensitive material, to sensitive plots and topics. I absolutely love how she writes female characters and all characters for that matter, because none of her characters are likable. Gone Girl is definitely her most famous novel so far, although it's not my favorite. It comes second to Dark Places, and it tells the story of Nick and Amy, and it starts on their 5th year anniversary when Amy goes missing. The police gets involved, and as the investigation progresses, they begin to be more and more suspicious of Nick. So they believe he murdered his wife. I'm not going to say more. I am going to tell you that you're in for a wild ride. It is absolutely astonishing. It will leave you with your mouth hanging open like this, but it is a wonderful book. Next up, we have The Knife of Never Letting Go, the first book in the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness. I will not go into detail about this book too much because I have a book review on it, and I will leave the link to the video down below. I am going to tell you guys that it is a wonderful book. It's fast-paced, it's extremely well written, it will just keep you entertained and hooked until the last page. It's full of cliffhangers. The end of the book is a cliffhanger, and I am dying to read the next 2, but I don't currently have them yet, so that's a problem. But it is absolutely amazing. Give it a try. Go read it now. Next up, we have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin, the first book in the Mara Dyer trilogy. I was pleasantly surprised by this book. I didn't expect to like it that much because, you know, it has female protagonists. It sounds like the same story written all over again, but I actually enjoyed it because at the heart of everything that happens is actually a love story. Everything revolves around Mara and Noah, her love interest in the story, and I think that was really well made. So you go into it, you don't expect a love story. It's like a girl who's causing people to die by thinking about how they will die. So that's something that's intriguing. But you expect the love story to take a back burner. But it's not the case, and I actually enjoyed it this way. I read it super fast. I need the next books in this series, but I don't have them. This is a problem for me because I always buy the first book in a series, going with the idea that I will not waste money on the rest of the series if I end up not liking the first one, but then I end up liking it and I don't have the books nor the money to buy them. Yeah, so that's a problem. Lips Touch by Laini Taylor and illustrations by Jim DiBartolo, who's actually Laini's husband. This was uncommon. So it's Laini Taylor. You actually have no idea what to expect when you go in and read one of her books. These were actually 3 stories, independent from each other. I can't explain this book. So one of the stories revolves around goblins and how they lure people away and just kind of eat them. And another one about a woman that deals with a demon and saves children's souls from going into hell. And the third one, it revolves around wolves they're kind of shapeshifters, but they can look into your eyes and just take possession of your body. So it's Lane Taylor, that's all I can say. Next up we have The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. Guys, I love this book. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to read the sequel. It was unbelievable. It's just so original. It's set in some sort of alternate reality London, and it revolves around clairvoyants, which are basically mediums and people who can communicate with spirits, ghosts, and affect them and use them to like battle each other. It also has a race that comes from another world, and it has a kick-ass protagonist, and it's so well written, it's so original. It just kept me at the edge of my seat throughout reading it. Yes, it takes a little bit to get into it because there's a lot of information dumped on you at the beginning of the book, but it's so good. Oh my gosh. Next up, Winter Girls by Laurie Hell Sanderson. Oh wow. This book was hard to read. First of all, major trigger warning: if you are dealing with, or if you have dealt with any kind of eating disorder in your life, steer clear of this book because it may be very triggering. It tells the story of Leah, who is a girl that battles anorexia and who lost her best friend Cassie to bullying. It's so raw. It doesn't shy away from showing the ugliness that is an eating disorder, and it shows that it's not glamorous. It's tough to read and to see Leah actually lie to everyone around her and have them not give a crap. So they do on the outside, but they never care enough to just see what's actually in front of them. But I think it's fantastic, and the writing is beautiful. Last but not least, All the Bright Places by Jennifer Nevin. This book destroyed me. I spent days after it just in a haze, and it's about a boy and a girl who meet up on the tower at school, both of them thinking about taking the jump and ending their lives. And they get to know each other little by little. They fall in love. It shows that depression and mental illness do not magically go away because you found someone and have fallen in love. They go way beyond this. They're more than just the blues. They're an illness like everything else, and it's about time that we acknowledged it. And we gave the people that do suffer from something like this the proper help that they need. It's a beautiful book. It's hopeful at times. It's funny. I absolutely adore the characters. They're fantastic. Read it. Beautiful writing, amazing characters, beautiful story. Give it a go. So I guess this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to hear your favorite book of March if you care to leave it in the comments. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. And remember, books for the soul, cookies for the tummy. Bye everyone!